Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. It's been a while since I posted a tutorial on YouTube, but here we are, and this time we're going to paint a quick and easy liquid effect, and we're going to add a glass effect on top of it. First things first, I already painted the container of the gun in amethyst blue from AK Interactive. I thinned it down with about 3 parts of water and I gave it 2 to 3 thin coats to get a smooth start. Sorry for not having a wet palette in this video. This was painted a few months ago and my laptop died in that period, which was storing all my wet palette videos. So here we are doing the best we can to show you how we can get this effect done properly. As you can see, the colors are displayed on screen. Whenever you see the paint drop move to another color, that means I'm switching paints as well. This way you can easily follow along and always know what I'm using. At the moment we are going to create a white wavy line that will represent how the liquid will behave. You just have to keep in mind, however we are holding a glass or a bowl of water, in this case the container of the weapon, the liquid will always be leveled horizontally because, you know, gravity is a thing. So we are going to create this movement of the liquid inside this glass part of the weapon. A few tips I can give you is to paint this white line, make sure you get a good consistency. It's really key. 3 parts of water is mostly good enough. Test before applying it on your hand or your glove. When testing it, twist your brush a little bit so you can get a nice tip on the brush to paint a fine line. Now, do not worry if you painted the line a little bit thick in some areas. It's fine, we can correct this later on, no problem. And it's something I will do in this video as well. I'm also going to correct the line to make it much more sharp and thin. The next thing you want to do after the white line is done is using the magenta. In this step we are going to thin down the magenta and apply it like we are doing right now. Paint over the white with the magenta and also at the bottom of the glass container. Your brush strokes should go from below the white line to the bottom of the container, and by doing this we are already creating a nice gradient from dark to bright. I am painting this with a brush size number 1 from Orange Brushes, and the paints I'm going to use for this video is amethyst blue from AK Interactive, which is the color we have already applied as a base coat, and we will be using white to create a white line, and we are going to use magenta as our mid-tone. Paints are all from AK Interactive. As you can see now, I am creating a second wavy line with the magenta. And we are going to draw an opposite curved line that will represent the movement of the liquid inside the container. Our white line was slightly curved down, and this time we're gonna draw a line that is slightly more curved up. Don't worry about the thickness of this line too much, because we will be correcting this later on in the video with amethyst blue. And from now on we are also going to add a bit more white to the magenta, and we're going to brighten it up a little bit, and we're also going to apply this on the edge of the bottom of the container. Again, don't worry if the line appears a bit thick. After this we are going to refine it again with amethyst blue, and nobody will ever notice this. So we basically have to create a line that's bright. Below it you want it dark to create contrast, and the bottom of the container you want it to be at least mid-tone brightness, which is the actual color of the liquid. You really want to create that darkness below the bright line, because this will create a lot of contrast. And also, last but not least, at first we have painted a white line, and because we have applied quite a few layers now, correcting stuff with thin paint. We have really integrated the line into the purple liquid below. You don't want a harsh line laying on top of your paints, you know what I mean? I feel you also need to blend this in. When this is all done, we are going to correct the white line using amethyst blue. Thin it down to 3 parts of water and gently correct the white line to be, you really have to have a very thin line. I do want to apologize for the light that is coming on screen sometimes. It was attached on my magnifying glasses, which was quickly removed after seeing this hanging in my videos. So you won't see that thing in my next video, sorry about that. After all this is done, we are moving on to the pure magenta again, and we're gonna correct a few things. This means we're gonna add a bit more water to it, create it a bit more transparent, and while we are doing this, we are also going to create a gradient on the bottom of the container. And that's basically it for the liquid effect. It's a quick and easy way to do it. You could tweak this more if you want to and spend more time on it, but I think this effect is good enough for the commission that I'm doing, and a good start if you want to bring this more or up to a higher quality. So here we are at the last part of the video, which is pretty straightforward, and we're going to paint a reflection on the glass, which is more or less a straight line. So we are going to thin down the white. Remember to test your consistency before applying it to the model. You don't want to mess things up now. Well, of course you can still correct things, but while at this stage you want to get things done correctly. I'm almost painting outside my camera view now, sorry, but I'll explain what's going on as much as I can. So again, consistency is key. Make sure the brush has a nice tip, and last but not least, test before applying. You don't have to use a lot of pressure. Paint a straight line with white, and after that you just have to thin it down even more, and we're going to widen the line just a little bit on the bottom and edge. And yeah, the edge highlight of the bottom. But absolutely zero pressure here on the brush. The brush is barely touching the model, and this way we widen up the white line, but more transparent. So again, consistency is key. Make sure the brush has a nice tip, and last but not least, test before applying. When you test it on your glove or hand, try creating a fine line so you already know how it feels and how much pressure you should apply when applying this line. And as the final step, we are using a very thin down amethyst blue, and we slightly correct the white line, but as you can see, my brush was really wiped out and almost dry again before applying this. When paint is this thin, it's not because you don't see paint on your glove when testing it that there is no paint on the brush. Trust me, there's always paint on the brush. And that's how you correct those last few things, and you have, and that's how you create a smooth finish. And that's it for the video, guys. Here is the final result on the liquid and the Thousand Sun. If you want to check out more about this Thousand Sun Rubric Marine, on my Patreon page you will find a full tutorial in PDF form on how I paint this marine. Anyway, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you liked it, but more importantly, I hope you learned a thing or two. Feel free to comment down below what you think of this effect or have tried it yourself. If you have got any questions about the video, feel free to reach out on any of my social platforms or in the comments down below. Thank you all for the support, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.